The Festival of Universes is a limited time online event that lets you do the following at the time of this video, because it can change in future updates. Get customizable clothing exclusive to it, which is usually colorable versions of clothes you couldn't color before. Unlock exclusive skills for cast characters, which we call their festival skills. And get lobby auras exclusive to scoring well or at all. In essence, this mode is a lot like raids. You just have to reach a certain score to collect almost everything there is to gain from it. Auras and a certain amount of star coins are the only things worth competing for here. Everyone gets rewarded the same otherwise. There's no crazy requirement to that other than just playing in the appropriate game modes more times than other people do. Now, if you're like me and you just came for the swag, which you did, you'll be happy to be told that you're already on the right track. Just go into one of the festival lobbies found by the multiplayer mode guy and check your other rewards. You've got like 2.5 months overall to rack up a certain amount of points, often around the range of about 47,000, but at the time of me saying this, I found that this time around for the 4th festival, the peak is reduced to 25,000 and now the festival itself only lasts for a little over a month. This is probably going to stick going forward, since in past festivals everyone would max rewards out within 1 to 2 weeks and then wait around doing nothing for 3 months. You gain glory points in any mode so long as you're connected online with the membership of whatever platform you're on, and every week a different game mode has a point boost. While you can just check the schedule to find out, you're kinda gonna know just by seeing whichever of the desks has the "Pick Me" looking exclamation point above it. Parallel quests and extra missions have certain quests or missions highlighted for multiplying point gain, and the schedule itself is useful for finding out when point gain as a whole becomes tripled. After a week passes and your weekly in-team placement sits at around top 100 or so, Elite Time Patrollers get selected. These are the players who got the most points for the week, and they get a natural boost to the points they go on to gain, around 1.5 times, or double if I remember right. It's been a while. It's explicitly considered an opportunity for you to boost your team's points as a whole, which brings us to picking a team. Let's be real, there's no right team to pick at all now that we've moved into the 4th festival. This is because any player that has participated in the last 3, after seeing the most likely pattern, has already won on each team. Originally, when the 1st festival began, a lot of players chose Universe 7 and for the 4th still have. The population somehow even varies across platforms. But since we're on the Switch here, I'll lay out our original pattern. The 1st festival had Universe 7 be the winner in an overwhelmingly majority pick. The reason was obvious. Universe 7 has and had the most representation anyway. It's also most likely to contain people's favorite and most relevant characters. The 2nd festival had Universe 6 be the winner. This is for no other reason than because Universe 7 players who committed to the rankings had a chance to just switch things up. Universe 7 was still the majority pick, but Universe 6 got all the dedicated festival goers that were once on Universe 7. 3 is self-explanatory. Universe 11 always had the least representation, and we hadn't even had Belmod yet. No one ever believed in it winning anything, and the only reason it won the 3rd is because of the above. With that pattern established, I've already won 3 festivals in a row, so this one's a coin flip, and so might be the rest on other platforms at this point. But if you really want to try predicting a winner, be it because you won a 4 streak or a win for the first time, there are 2 things you have to consider. The first is the universe multipliers. Less popular teams earn more points. The second is you have to know who the dedicated players are on a given team. Players who work a 9-to-5 job aren't likely to carry a team's points very well compared to the players on summer vacation with time on their hands. Otherwise, you're kinda gonna have to wing it or just not pick a team until you see how they're performing on the scoreboards. As mentioned before, you're here for the swag. I could totally spin this one into some long speech, but it's simple. Just play the game. For this festival, you get 600 star coins for reaching the max point goal, and every week you gotta collect around 3,600 points. The amount of points you gain per mission depends on the difficulty level, with lower difficulty giving lower points, and higher difficulty giving higher points. Most people will grind the highest difficulty available, but now that the festival's grind has been cut nearly in half, you could actually get away with repeating a quest as low as about 5 stars. Just playing one of those 5 times every day for 5 days or 23 times in 1 week is enough to get you maximum weekly rewards, with the objective here being an additional 500 star coins. Xeno buttons are battle items you can bring on quests that increases your damage output by about, I don't know, 900%. I wish I was joking, but no, it is a literal god button. Only problem with it is the fact it's single use, meaning you won't get any more. So if I were you guys, I'd just keep it in the inventory until they become easier to get in the future. You can also gain gold, silver, or bronze team uniforms depending on your rank in the given week. Gold for the first place, silver for 2nd to 10th, bronze for 11th to 100th, with up to 150 more star coins added. Then, at the end of the tournament, your overall total ranking determines your final reward. First gets 1,000 coins, 2nd to 3,500th gets 750, and that's about all there is to mention because I'm pretty sure nobody's Xenoverse 2 has any more than 10,000 players regularly at a time. You're gonna get at least the 500 just for playing once throughout both months. You can also get auras this way, and as you can see, they're a lot more generous about how many people can hope for those compared to something like tournament title rewards. I suppose the last thing to mention is that your team's ranking also gets calculated at the end of the festival, following the same formula as your individual ranking except being given to your entire team based on where you guys placed. There's hardly any significance here outside of whether you get the festival champion aura, which depends solely on being on the winning team. I know, this segment's longer than the others. That's cause I needed to tell you how to get the most star coins you possibly can. And that's cause we Red Ribbon Elites take fashion very seriously. Especially when tops cost 550 star coins, lowers cost 400, hands cost 50, and feet cost 250. You're going to have some serious decisions to make with what limited opportunity to stack star coins you have. But oh, it gets worse, is what I was gonna say, but the prices of auras seem to have been reduced in the shop. Honestly, it's been so long since the last festival that I don't even know how I got this glorious Ultra Instinct Sign aura. I'm pretty sure I had to pay 1,500 star coins for it, so basically those used to be heinously priced. But now, even that got sliced. But auras still aren't really going to be your priority until you've already gotten what clothes you need. So yeah, as I disclaimed, things have been subject to change. The last thing to tell you about is more along the lines of combat or PvP when concerning the festival. Cast characters' festival skills. If you don't know what cast character means, it pretty much means everyone but who you created. Camaraderie here works a lot like friendship with your mentors, just play as them or with them. I did quests as everyone else but God Goku for example and saw no progress until involving him. 5 characters out of the entire list of them will appear in the festival lobby at a time, and you can press A on them in your Camaraderie list to set one as your favorite, which makes sure they're guaranteed to show up in the middle after you've met them for the first time. If you haven't met them yet to favorite them, who appears will reset after you've returned from a quest or a battle. And during new festivals where the characters aren't fully revealed, one character is added into the lobby each new week, so if the person you were hoping for doesn't show up, they will in time. By talking to them after playing with them, you'll gradually raise your Camaraderie level up to a maximum of 5 star levels. Once you've maxed them out, they'll thank you for your efforts by telling you they want to kick your ass. They'll ask you to fight them. But before that, they'll sign their autograph on a white t-shirt and give you it. It's basically just Vidal's shirt except with a selfie of that character on it. You can then speak to them again to tell them you want to fight, and when you win, you'll unlock that character's festival preset which will contain their festival skill. Characters who can be customized will have said skill available afterward as well, but you can't unlock them for your own character at the time of this video. Sucks, I know. And if you speak to them again after you've done everything there is to do with them, you unlock the option to tell them, "Fight me," but for realsies super seriously that time. You gain absolutely nothing for doing this, but I will say that unless you're particularly experienced with the game or the character in question isn't a high ranking one, you're going to get dog walked. I'm not going to spoil just how serious they become, but just know that the experience can rival that of PvP, sometimes even better than that. So yeah, that's all you need to know about festivals. There are more festivals on the way even after this one, so even though it's true we didn't cover this for 3 festivals straight, it's better late than never. And besides, now that this is here, anyone new to festivals and the ones that come will get to make the most of the event too. So thanks for watching, and see you around. We're trying to get the Red Ribbon Army back in business.